So are you ready? Are you packed? Let's go. Vamonos. Don't get me wrong, I love Cancun. It's beautiful, it's fun, and it's happening. However, it is not very centrally located. So let me suggest Playa del Carmen, or Shamanha, if you would like to use the original Mayan name. It lies about an hour south of Cancun and is perfectly located for touring and exploring. What I particularly like about the Playa del Carmen is that the beach is for everyone, and the beach is beautiful. You do not need to stay in a hotel on the beach to use the beach. Playa del Carmen is also where you can catch the ferry to the amazing island of Cozumel. And what a fun ferry ride it is. There are so many things to do in Cozumel. First, I would suggest catching a cab and head straight north to the Cozumel Caribe. Don't be deterred by the bombed out look. This was once a very high-end, star-studded hotel in the 70s, but constant battering by hurricanes has really taken its toll. They have 2 amazing restaurants, so don't miss the opportunity of having an awesome lunch. They have great snorkeling, jet skiing, or just catch some rays on their perfect sandy beach overlooking the beautiful turquoise Caribbean Sea. While you're in the area, you can stroll over to my other favorite place, the Hotel Playa Azul. It also has a small beach, but also a little public beach where local bands play and the local people come out to dance and party. I call it Salsa Sunday. It makes for a really fun afternoon. Or you can visit Chuckanup, the premier eco-archaeological park on Cozumel. Chuckanup translates to Little Sea. There are no shortage of things to do here, like visit dolphin discovery. You can snorkel, swim. Oh, they even have a beautiful botanical garden with hundreds of plants from all over the world. You can visit a replica of an ancient Mayan village. The island of Cozumel is home to Ixchel, a very important Mayan goddess. She was so important that Mayan women from as far away as what today is Honduras and Guatemala were expected at least once in their lifetime to make the long, treacherous journey across the Caribbean Sea to the island of Cozumel to pay homage at the sacred home of Ixchel that the Maya called Tantan, but was later changed to San Gervasio by Cortez and the Spaniards. These are smaller ruins, but they had great importance in the time of the Maya. I could go on and on about Cozumel, but that's for another video. If it's ruins you're looking for, Coba is about 68 miles from La Playa, as the locals call it. The most popular activity at Coba is climbing the 120 steps that lead to a wonderful view of the Yucatan. About 150 miles west of La Playa is one of the 7 wonders of the world, Chichen Itza. You can easily catch a tour bus, which I would highly recommend, or rent a car and drive there yourself. The roads are excellent. But on this journey, we chose to visit Tulum, the amazing Maya ruins that are beautifully located on a bluff overlooking the Caribbean Ocean. When we arrived, I felt, okay, I'm back in time. The first thing we saw were the Voladores de Papantla. It is a dance and a prayer that is so old, no one knows where it actually began. There is no charge, but a donation is muchly appreciated. Next to the Chichen Itza pyramid, El Castillo at Tulum is probably the most photographed structure in Mexico. Be sure to put on your hiking shoes and bring a hat, because you will be walking a lot. And unlike the more common jungle ruins, there is very little shade, so it can get pretty hot. Of course, you can cool off with a dip in that beautiful turquoise water. Another thing is I always hire a guide, as they are very knowledgeable, and they can really make the structures come alive. They dive into the history of each building. In San Gervasio, our guide told us the story about when the conquistadors landed in the Yucatan. They called out to the Maya.
Hey you! Hey! Hey you! What's the name of this land? What's the name of this region? And Mayan people said, Matinati Catan!
What's that mean?
Matinati Catan! Spanish understood Yucatan. Today Yucatan Peninsula. But that means, I don't understand your language.
Besides ruin surfing, there are many other things to experience in the playa, like Xcaret. Now you might ask, what is a Xcaret? It's a theme park built on the archaeological site by the same name. It has so many attractions relating to the Maya world, I'd be hard-pressed to name them all, but it's really a great experience, even if it's a little commercial. I really love Xelha, another archaeological site from pre-Columbian Mesoamerica. It's kind of a water park. There are things like zip lines and more sensational attractions, but my favorite thing is meandering lazily down the river in an inner tube. Playa del Carmen sits on top of a vast underground water system. They are accessible through sinkholes called cenotes. The underground rivers have worn away the limestone and formed these awesome structures. There are literally thousands of cenotes in the area. The Maya believed these cenotes were sacred and gateways to Xibalba, the underworld of the dead. I'm going to the underworld. It is a tranquil jungle setting that someone said was a gift from nature. It is quiet, peaceful, and serene. The water is really cold, crisp, and totally clear. You can stroll through the many paths that all lead somewhere magical, and I would say sacred, because that's how it feels. We spent the whole afternoon at the cenotes, and when we came back, our cab driver was waiting for us. Love him. On the way back from our cenote adventure, I wanted to stop at a place called The Dak. It's a local, lively market. It was another kind of adventure. It has all kinds of fresh fruit and jars filled with colorful and exotic things. But maybe your idea of a great vacation is doing as little as possible. Sounds good. No need to venture far. Playa del Carmen has everything you might need within walking distance. There are big mega hotels that are like small cities just a little further out. But I would suggest the small boutique hotels a little bit north of the very happening Fifth Avenue and the public beach. You will find quiet, beautiful, bougainvillea-lined streets where you can rent a condo just steps from the beach. Oh yeah, location, location, location. You would also be staying a few blocks from my very favorite restaurant, La Cueva del Chango. The name means the Cave of the Monkey. If you visit there, it makes total sense. The restaurant is in a jungle setting. The ambiance is amazing. And the food is even more amazing. Avenida Quinta, or Fifth Avenue, is where the city's nightlife, shopping, and dining is concentrated. There's a great mixture of locals and tourists. The Avenida is for walking only. It's always bustling, and you just never know who you're gonna meet walking around. So today we're cooking food from the region of Mexico called the Yucatan Peninsula. Mexico has many areas or types of cooking, the Oaxacan style, Veracruzana style, Baja, but because we were just in the Yucatan, it was great, we're going to cook Yucatecan style. So when you think Yucatan and Yucatecan cuisine, you think of 3 ingredients. Achayote. This is achayote that I bought in the supermarket. It's becoming so commonplace that you can just buy it, you know, in a normal market. That's where I bought it. It's kind of a seasoned paste that they kind of use as a marinade on, you know, fish or meat, or especially pork. They have a dish called a cochinita pibil, which they cook at the ground, and it's pork, and it's delicious. But because we were in Cozumel, today I'm doing pescado en achayote. The second ingredient is the habanero. The habanero is a very spicy chili, but it's really tasty too. That's what's really great about it. It's not just spicy, it's really tasty. And the third thing is the sour orange. Now, I live on the West Coast. We can't get sour orange, so I had to make the recipe earlier. I put together equal parts of lime juice, grapefruit juice, and orange juice. And that gives the facsimile of sour orange, because I can't get it. So today we're going to start making a marinade for the pescado en achayote. So let's start. We're going to pour a little bit of I made a lot because I'm going to also use it in my habanero. Any kind of lime mixture or juice you would normally use in a recipe, I'm using the sour orange mix. So I put about 6 tablespoons of achayote. I use the Himalayan salt, the pink salt. It's really pretty. I put about a teaspoon. I put all of this achayote. And oh, that's why I'm wearing gloves. I'm wearing gloves because it will stain your hands. So you need that. And then I'm going to put a little bit of Mexican oregano and about 3 tablespoons of vinegar. Oops, oopsie-daisy. Thanks, guys. Okay, get my fork. Okay, and we mix it up. You could actually add garlic to it also, but I didn't bring any today. It'll taste delicious anyways. Mix it up. Okay. I think that's pretty good. It mixed up pretty good. Put that back. We'll put this somewhere. Here's my other glove, so it doesn't do too much damage to my cutting board. All right, so now I'm going to get the fish. I'm going to move this to the side. And I'm going to move all this stuff. I'm going to take this bowl and I'm going to place the fish in it. Then I'm going to take see why I need my gloves? See why I need my gloves? I'm going to take my marinade and I'm going to rub it in. Cover. Yeah, and you'll notice that when the Yucatan, all the fish, and unless you ask for it different, usually comes this way. kind of reddish. Oh yeah, look at that bunch. Okay. The dregs really goes in there. Okay, so now I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take off my gloves. And I'm gonna put it in the fridge. So, we now have our fish marinating in the achiote marinade for about an hour in the fridge. While that's going on, we'll try and make the cebollas cortitas. Just pickled onions, basically, right? So we're going to start. Now, my local market had this onion. It was the only red onion left. So we're hoping it's going to be okay. So wish me luck. So, ooh, that looks good. There we go. Now that looks pretty darn good. All right, so now we'll peel it. Great. Peel it here. I don't mind taking off a lot because I don't know where the bad part ends. So that looks pretty good. I like it. It looks good. I'm willing to risk it to show you how it's made. Because it's really so easy. And this is really a dish that you also see served with everything. Your habanero salsa, which we'll do in a minute, pickled onions, and something in achiote. So we just chop this. I just chop it. Don't mind my chopping skills. You should feel very confident after watching me. It's like, I can do that. I do it better than that. Okay, I give confidence because I'm such a bad chopper. I actually have somebody who can do this for me. They're like the world-class chopper. Not me. Okay, so I just kind of put it in chunks. Get rid of that, get that. Make our work area nice. And I have my bowl. I'm gonna take my bowl. I'm gonna put my onions in there. That's good. Okay. I'm going to take, did I bring it? Yeah, okay. I squeezed this earlier. Just squeeze some limes. Okay, so I'm gonna basically just cover my onions. Oh, first I'm gonna do this. Salt, my Himalayan salt, which, okay. Then I'm going to pour equal parts lime, vinegar, just white vinegar, what is it the Mayans call this? Schnickenpeck? Something like that, a name like that. So I'm doing that. I'm doing a little more lime. I think I poured a little more. And then I'm going to put my oregano.
Schnickpeck.
Schnickpeck. How do you say that?
Schnickpeck.
Schnickpeck? Yeah, I think so too. We'll have to ask Leslie. Now, to make it look really pretty, we're just going to take two. Now, as I said, these are really spicy, but I'm not going to use, wow, that's a really weird one. I'm not going to use them to spice it up. I'm just going to cut, I'm going to use it just for decoration. So I'm just cutting an X in the top, and I'm putting it there. And I'll try and find one that looks very similar. It's kind of skinny and long. And I'll cut a hole there, and there. There. Now, There we go. Oh, stay pretty. Okay. You could also use radishes. People also put radish on the top for decoration. It's really pretty, see? I'm gonna put it in the fridge, and then we're gonna make the habanero sauce. Okay, so now we're gonna make our habanero salsa. My Yucatecans, I'm giving you my secret, but you know what? It's very easy and it's delicious. Like I said, the habanero is a very spicy chili, but sometimes chilies are just spicy. This one has so much flavor if you can get past the heat. It's very creamy. So I'm gonna roast, the first two things I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roast my habanero and I'm gonna roast my tomatoes. I have these pans. These pans are really great. You could actually do it, if you have a grill, you could do it right on the grill. But the habaneros are kind of little, like garlic, so I like these pans. They, I'm gonna use 2, 4, 6. I'm using 6 habaneros, 6 habaneros. And I'm using 2 juicy tomatoes. Now here's our tomatoes. The tomatoes obviously are gonna take much longer. So, okay, so I'm taking them out now, the habaneros. I'm taking out the habaneros because I don't want them too done. I mean, I want them done, but I don't want them like totally blackened because they'll lose their flavor. So now, let me take out the tomatoes. I think they're pretty good. Take out that. Okay, so this is so easy. This is so easy, but it's so delicious. But it is very spicy. So I'm doing this because it's hot. I'm taking the tomato. So I'm going to add a little of my sour orange concoction. That much. I say that's 1/4 cup. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna add the habanero. Oh, before we do that, because you don't want to forget salt. Okay, salt. I'm gonna add the habaneros. And this isn't a really thick salsa, it's kind of I use it on fish all the time. It tastes really great. That's good. Now let us get us a little habanero dish. There we go. Now we're going to put that in the fridge and get back to our fish and banana leaves. Okay? Now we're the piece de resistance. We have our fish. I'm going to get you some banana leaves here. We're going to wrap them in the banana leaf. Again, I put on my gloves because I'm going to be using the achiote again. This was just an extra banana leaf I used to cover it. Okay, let's take the first one. Put it in here. I'm going to take a little bit of my salt. I'm going to take a cilantro. You could use epazote or parsley. I'm using cilantro. There we go. I'm folding it. I'm going to go like, I want to say comme ça. It's French. This one I want to do again. I'm not happy with it. The banana leaf broke on me. apparently, when I was taking Spanish, they told me that's a very Spanish concept. The banana leaf broke on me. I did not break the banana leaf. I thought that was funny. Yeah. I was like, well, I'm going to like that language. I didn't miss the bus. The bus missed me. It left. Oh, man. Okay. It's good enough. Like I said, you don't have to be perfect. It's good enough. This is my worst one, so I'm going to put it on. Again, the leaf broke on me. I didn't break it. Okay. Yikes. You know, I can put them all in one. I don't need. That's great. So, now I'm going to time it. I need, we're going to do 4 minutes and 4 minutes. Let's open it up. Oh my goodness. Look at this. All right. So we're going to take a little of our pickled onion. Right? Little pickled onion. Make it look pretty. And we're going to take a little bit of our salsa. I like really spicy food, so it's okay. And we're going to give it a try. Oh, by the way, I used tilapia because that's what I had in my fridge. I would, if I was in Cozumel, they would probably give me grouper. And again, I'm on the West Coast, so I would have used mai, but it was really hard to get. So I had some tilapia. Any white fish will do. Oh yes, you'll love that. You'll love this. I'm there. I feel like I'm there. Bye. Okay, so when you think Yucatan, you think 3 things. Stop. This is a kind of seasoned paste that, no, you have to do that one. You have to do that one. In the meantime, we're going to make the... Cebolla.
Cebollas curtidas.
Cebolla curtidas. Cebollas curtidas. Curtidas. Cebollas curtidas. He's got me so, I don't even say, I said cebollas. Did I bring it? Yeah. Okay. I squeezed this earlier. Just squeeze some limes. Of course. I'm really strong. Did George tighten that? Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't know how to turn it off. Hold on. Is there beer? Let's take a look.
Cerveza. Thing again.